Good evening, gents. Andrew Danlishan, Gary Smith. Thank you for joining us after this 1-1 draw away at Westwood Road, home of St Ives Town Football Club. If you can, try and explain how you're feeling right now.
We are a little bit disappointed in the fact that we haven't taken the full 3 points, because I thought today we thoroughly deserved to take 3 points. I think St Ives came with spoiling tactics. And we tried to play football. We tried to play from the back and through the thirds as we normally do. The conditions today didn't help either, but I still think we deserve to take the 3 points today. So it's a little bit frustrating, but having said that, you know, first game of the season away from home, you know, we've come here and we've not lost. We're going home with a point. So if you want to do anything in a league or over a course of the season, then the away games are important, that you don't lose them, that you do take something off them, and then you go and build on that for your home games to try and get you into the position where you want to be. So overall, yes, we're frustrated that we haven't won the game, but overall we're pleased with the performance, because I thought for 70 odd minutes I thought we actually controlled the game, and St Ives came with a lot of spoiling tactics. Some of the decisions today by the officials were I don't even know what to call them, but you know, these things happen. We weren't happy about some of the decisions that the referee made, but like I said, we're going to face this week in, week out, and it's something that me and Andy are going to have to deal with, and the players are going to have to deal with. So overall, like I said, a bit disappointed, but you know, we're not going to let that get us down at all, because it's the first game of the season. A point away from home is better than leaving here with none. Okay.
We took the lead through a worldie from Brian Beswick's free kick. You would have thought, you know, we're off and running, we're on the way. It was a goal to grace any level of football. It was absolutely fantastic. But ultimately we failed to build on that.
Yeah, I mean, Gaz is right in the sense of we still played our brand of football on a very difficult pitch in very difficult conditions. I actually feel that St Ives have come away with a 1-1, but the amount of chances that we created, if we score 5 today, which we could have, then sort of like it's a case of, oh well, you've built on them chances, or built on that sort of 1 goal. So I feel that we still built on it, because Dan Creaney smashed the bar at 1-0. I thought he'd ripped the bar to pieces. Our audience hit the bar. He's gone through again. He's had another chance where I thought he was going to lift it over the goalkeeper. In the second half, Bilal from a rebound come out, and again I thought Bilal was going to get the rebound and put it in the open net. Tyra Waits come on and had a chance burst through. Keeper's made a save. Dan Creaney's had another chance. So there's enough chances there where I feel, well, we've played on a difficult pitch, we've played our brand of football and still created chances. So, and away from him, if I look at some of the other results around the league today, for example, the Kings Langley result, them winning sort of like 3-0 against Nuneaton, then they've just come up. You've got to understand, everyone's up for them first games. So they're not just going to be like everyone, it start from 0, everyone's up for the game, they're not going to just roll over, but we created enough to win the game today. And also, if a team shows us that much respect, which they did today, in terms of what shape they played, then you're gonna dominate most of the game, which I feel we did in terms of chances, and they didn't really have that much. I can think of 1 chance from open play and a couple of set pieces. But what I will say today, I'm just going to touch upon, guys, I recorded the sort of numbers. Today, St Ives have had 29 free kicks, and we've had 8. And then obviously the top on that and corner, and for that's a lot. That don't sort of weigh up. I just feel in terms of the amount of free kicks what I've gone at, and like we've had to defend a lot of free kicks, and I'm just thinking to myself, if you have to defend that many free kicks a game, I'm sure that won't happen. You know, normally that don't normally happen in normal games. So I'm thinking, oh, we've given a lot away of free kicks this year, or you know, we'll have to defend them better, or this game, should I say?
Yeah. So from your point of view as managers, you can only make sure that the players aren't giving away needless free kicks.
Yeah, that's all
we can do. Down to the officiating rather than the players themselves.
Yeah, there's been a tackle today, which we'll have obviously the recording of, where it's in the first 10 minutes. He's 2-footed off the ground, and I very, very rarely speak about sort of decisions or anything, but he's 2-footed off the ground, and if he breaks the person's leg, nobody would have been surprised today. And for nothing to happen, I was sort of like disappointed, because it could have been, people have got to go work on a Monday morning in our team.
Now we knew that St Ives based on last season as well and what you've seen in pre-season, of course you've had them analysed, we knew they were a real threat from set plays, yeah, and yet this still caused us problems. But would you put that down to the sheer number of set plays we've had to defend, or is it just that we didn't do our jobs properly?
I think in the first couple, the first thing we've got to look at is as a management pair and the players. So I think the players will tell you, yeah, they should have done better the first couple. But after that, when a team consistently puts the ball in the mixer, you know, from 29 free kicks and quite a few corners, then eventually that sheer number, it's sort of a percentage game. That's football where people play percentages. So I think that what you've got is the first couple we need to do better. I don't know what you think, guys, but then after you start notching all them up, you think to yourself, well, you're just giving it's just giving the team a chance to launch balls in your box, if you like, freely. Which I thought actually on the number, when I went back and looked at the number, I thought we did really well with most of them.
Yeah, I went to say that. I mean, like, if you've got to defend the amount of set pieces that we've defended today, but ultimately we've only conceded the one goal from the whole of those set pieces and corners that they've had today. You know, I'll take that. You know, that means the boys have really done, you know, they've done well to defend those set pieces. It wasn't easy. There was a big swirling wind today, and 29 free kicks and corners, and you defended them and conceded one. So I don't think the boys have done too bad with that.
I need to ask about Joe, because Big Joe came off again and it looked like a reoccurrence and aggravation of the injury he picked up against Corby. Is that correct?
I'm not quite sure. I thought it was a hip injury, but according to what I'm hearing now, it's more of a rib injury. So
not a foot then.
Nah, it's more of a rib injury. So he's going to have to get that assessed, have a look at it, and we'll see how he is before Tuesday's game. But I can't really give you a full diagnosis at this point at the moment.
Okay, that's great, thank you. What's the mood like in the dressing room?
It's all right. I think
the boys are positive. You know, at the end of the day, they're frustrated because, like I said, over the course of the whole 90 minutes, you know, me and Andy have felt that we should have won the game. The players feel that way, and I'm sure the fans do as well. Because, you know, we had the lion's share of the possession. We had umpteen chances that we didn't take today. So yeah, we're a bit disappointed, but the lads know it's the first game of the season. We'll take that. Like I said, you're coming away from home and you're taking a point at a very difficult place to come. I'm sure there'll be some other teams in our league that will come here and come away with nothing. So especially with the tactics what they use. So we'll take the point and we'll move on, and we look to like, you know, record our first victory in the next game.
Off here as well, you said obviously they lost last year and didn't create hardly any chances, so we're not coming in our change room feeling that we feel that we've dominated the game, we've been the better team, we've created the chances, so the signs are still there. And what I would say as well is, in terms of a game, I think someone's got to look at to say how many minutes to actually play the football, because the amount of time wasting what was going on as well in terms of the ball out of play, that has got to be stamped out, because there's balls going, they're walking to balls, they're kicking balls further away. It's got to be either dealt with there and then, or it's got to be stamped out, because today, if we talk about the ball on the pitch, I think we'd be struggling to get to 30 minutes in terms of the ball actually in open play. That's got to be looked at as well. Because we're here to play a game of football of 90 minutes long, not 30 minutes or so, in terms of like some of the tactics that was you know, used, if you like. But we've dominated the game, and ultimately we've created enough chances, we've played some good football. I think 70-75 minutes we was on top, so I'm coming away here that it's a point gained with that, and there's still lots of positivity.
Quick turnaround now until we host Bromsgrove Sporting on Tuesday evening. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing.
Buzzing for the season. I'm looking forward to the games. The lads played really well today. I'm really positive. Like, you know, we've played like that in pre-season and scored 4, and everyone comes up, so, you know, because the goals have gone in. So I'm really positive, to be honest.
Just wonder from the point of view, if you're having a chance to work tactically with the lads again in between
already
now
prepared.
and another game, but
yeah,
you've got that covered already.
Yeah, we already did it, because we knew sort of what the schedule was, and the analysis has been done, and like in terms of video, what they do and everything. Yeah, so it's been covered.
As always, guys, it's wonderful catching up with you. Thank you very much for your time. I'll catch up with you again after the Bromsgrove game.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you.